Hello, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Hivranodach. My name is Hir, also known as Lemon, which is a little bit easier to pronounce. And this week I'm going to be drawing some submissions for Artfight. So for those who don't know, Artfight is a yearly month-long event where basically people attack each other by drawing each other's OCs. Everyone is sort of sorted into teams, and like the team with the most like OCs drawn, like people have drawn the most OCs wins, and the drawings get like points and stuff like that. I'm on team Miss Tragedy this year, and so every year there's like a bit of a cute theme sort of thing, and yeah, it's just really fun. It's sort of like an artist event. You can still sign up, even though July has started. Like you can still sign up at the start if you haven't already. This piece I'm drawing a character called Chantilly by Ball F4RT. I am aware it should probably be pronounced Ball Farts, but I don't really want to pronounce it like that. I love Ball Farts art. I love Ball's art, but I just think I can't say that username. I'm so sorry. I will laugh every time. And so that character is Chantilly. This is the character. She is so cute. Oh my god. She's a Gachakuta character, and if I know like a little bit of Gachakuta, I don't like go here very often. But basically the basic premise of Gachakuta is that characters give a lot of like energy into these things called vital instruments, and like if they take care of it for a long time, it like imbues a soul in the item, and they can use it to like fight these things called trash beasts or other givers. Also more like support, which I believe is what Chantilly is. I did not fully read the reference or I don't fully remember, but her vital instrument is that like cookbook that you see in the corner. That is such a cute premise, so of course I had to draw her like as a little baker. Her hair, like you can see the little circles, the bits that I'm lining right now, though I very clearly see that that's a reference to like mochi donuts. And so I was like, yeah, baker, make her a really cute baker. I just thought she was so cute. Brown and pink is such an underrated colour combo. I think it's really warm, because brown is very often like a warm and comforting colour because it's quite subdued, and then pink is a fun, energetic colour, and I think the mix is just such a good combination. For this piece, as you can see, I'm doing a background. Oh my god. I do not usually like doing backgrounds. I'm not a background artist. Not to say that I can't, I just don't like doing them. But again, that's sort of what Artfight is. Like, if you want to push yourself, you absolutely should. I had so much fun doing this. It added a lot to the piece, I think. It added a lot of like context clues for the character, and sort of like set the scene, so to speak, because had I just drawn her with the piping bag, I don't think it would have like looked as good. So like I definitely think if you are struggling with Artfight to stay motivated, try something new, you know, try doing something that you've never done before. So many of my mutuals who don't draw like furries are drawing furries for Artfight, like they're actually dedicating to drawing that. I think that's such a good idea. It just pushes you out of what you usually draw, and I think that's such a good like practice for artists to be doing. And so I practiced with Chantilly here. Oh, she's just so cute. I'm sorry, I'm gonna gush about how cute she is. And so yeah, she's just in her little piping bag in her little kitchen. I wanted to keep the kitchen like in line with the colours that are on her character, but I also wanted her to obviously stand out against the kitchen. So I sort of was a little bit inspired by those like 1950s like pink kitchens, but then I like really subdued the colours. Like, you know, the ones with the like white fridge and the white oven and the like pink cabinets, those sort of ones is what I was mostly inspired by. So yeah, and what I did to sort of separate her from the background is I added a sort of like screen tone to the background, so it almost looked like she was like in a manga, and she stood out against it quite well, I think. the eagle-eyed among you will see that the character has like no colors right now, and I always find when I'm doing cell shading, that's a really easy way to do cell shading in like an easy way that's for your eyes to understand, is get rid of all the color, put like a white layer on top, and then do the cell shading on top of that, and then take obviously the white layer off. It just helps you get the like values down a bit better, I think. And yeah, so I'm just adding some finishing touches, and the finished result will be at the end. So this next character is Jasper by Myth M, so there's 2 R's. Obviously, again, links will be down below. This character also has a, I believe, like Chinese name, BU. I definitely screwed up that pronunciation. I'm genuinely really sorry, but it does say that Jasper is an okay name to use, so I'll be calling him Jasper for this. He is a World of Darkness OC for Werewolf the Apocalypse. I don't know what that is. There was like a werewolf in his reference, so I assume he's half werewolf. I don't really know. I just fell in love with his character design. Give me a like dark and brooding emo boy any day of the week. Especially with like the ghost motifs. Yeah, give me now. For this one I also wanted to do a background, but I did a background that I was a bit more familiar with, like an outside sort of background. I always find them a lot easier to draw. And I just saw like the big hoodie and the oversized jeans and was like, yeah, draw him outside, listen to some music. The like notes, it said that it was 2012, so I was like, yeah, give him an iPod. Again, I know literally nothing about the sort of like universe that he's from. I'm assuming he's a fandom OC, but I have no clue, so if phones don't exist in this world, I'm so sorry. But yeah, I really just wanted to draw like 2012 fashion, a dark brooding emo boy listening to some music outside. Truly a product of my time. But in all seriousness, I thought his design was just like really cool. I loved the like muted tones, like the dark green jacket, the dark hair. Oh, so pretty. And I really like the little design in his hair with the ghost. I don't know what that is. I assume it's for the like universe, or maybe he just dyes his hair like that and it's really cool. I don't know, but I just I think it's cool. So again, I wanted to sort of put myself out of my comfort zone a little bit, and because a lot of the characters I draw are not muted colours. I love looking at characters with muted colours, but I find them really, really hard to draw. Specifically colour. So a lot of the time if you look at like my other art, it's very colourful. So I was pushing myself a little bit for this piece, but again, I did also just want to draw the emo brooding character. I don't actually think he's emo brooding, but I just wanted to draw the character who looked very 2012. Like, I'm just a girl in this world. I'm a boy, but I'm just a girl in this world. You know, I can only resist so much of my nature. By the way, that's a really easy way to do bricks, is like erase it sort of thing. I've always done that for bricks since I was a wee little lad. It's just really easy. And for the shading, I usually go with a very saturated colour, but for this one I wanted to go a bit grey and sort of see how that worked out. And I think it worked out really nice, personally. It's just some like setting the mood sort of thing. And yeah, again, here's my piece. So in Artfight, there's this thing, obviously when you draw somebody else's OC, you say that you're attacking them, but if somebody has attacked you, there's this thing called a revenge. So basically you draw their OC back and you revenge them because they've attacked you, so now you attack them back. And this is a revenge piece for Cat XIIO, and this is their OC, Kerith. I don't know how that's pronounced. They're sort of like a medieval sort of like fantasy bunny character. I thought it was really cute. So yeah, this is a revenge. Cat XIIO drew my OC Fleur, and I just I wanted to I wanted to attack them back. So this is a revenge. I really thought this character was just like so cute. Like, I love the bunny ears and like just the timid little expression. And something that like this one's a bit simpler. I didn't draw a background for this one, but something I think people like get burnt out about with Artfight is like, oh, I have to think of all these different poses. And I think if you just take like the the reference picture, yes, you're going to have a hard time if you just take that and nothing else. But if you, lots of the time the OCs have like the owners have written like a lot about their OCs, and for example, like in Kerith's reference images, I can tell that they're like a bit shy. Like Cat's XIIO literally says they are shy in the description, and I think using that helps people a lot with trying to figure out like how to pose them, like if they look like a shy character, drawing them a bit more reserved versus if they look energetic, drawing them, you know, a bit more outgoing. So like a lot of the time for Artfight, you don't have to just go with just the design, you can use context clues. And I think that's what makes it fun, is literally what other situation would I get to draw this character, you know? And I think that's what makes Artfight great, because some like for me, for example, I draw mainly like my own characters or fandom characters, and I'm aware of the fandom so I know what the characters are like, and I can use context clues from like the show or the game. But for other people's OCs, that's not quite as easy. And again, Artfight is just about sort of flexing those creative muscles, I think. Drawing characters that you're unfamiliar with, having to like come up with poses for characters that you know very little about. And again, that's the fun of it. I will say though, it does help a lot on Artfight when you're setting up your characters to write a little bit about them. It really does help. It helps like everyone. It just, you get art that's more like tailored to your OC in that way if you just describe them a little bit. To be honest, I have a little bit less to say about this OC. I just think, here's a cute OC and I drew them. By this point of the week, because I try to do my videos like weekly, by this point in the week, the UK was hitting a really bad heat wave again, the third of the year. So I have struggled to draw because it's really hard to draw when your sweat is sticking your palms together. I also live in a particularly humid part of the country. It's like 80 degrees, it's like 80% humid like all the time. And yeah, it's not easy. I've had to turn my fan off for this voiceover, which is making the voiceover a little bit unbearable, but it's fine, I'll survive. But so yeah, I guess be careful with the heat in your country, especially if you're European right now, because we're going through it. Just be careful when you're drawing. But yeah, we're coming to sort of the end of the video. I'm just adding a few finishing details here. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Comments and like liking and subscribing really do help motivate me. Like, you have no idea what it means to like people who are a bit like smaller like myself. I really do appreciate it. I try and respond to every comment I can. Again, all the like links to everyone's amazing OCs, and like, check everyone out. All their art is really cute. And in the pinned comment, my own like Artfight will be there if you want to tag me or like follow me, and feel free to comment your own Artfight and I'll try and follow you back. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. It was really nice. Alright, take care, bye.